3,000 people packed the Civic Center to hear from TSN's Michael Landsberg, not to talk sports, but about mental health. Landsberg himself has been battling depression and anxiety since 1998 and continues to share his story today. And in a community that has already lost several lives to suicide in the first 3 months of 2018, the timing couldn't be better.
It's kind of like my dream has always been to try to find a community that maybe could use some words from some people who have experienced some stuff in their life, and like this is it. This is like, for me, is like one of the best days of my professional life. When I got off the plane and I was walking out to the car in Saskatoon, it kind of hit me, the suicides and the depth of that pain, and just how shaken this community should be and is. And it kind of just, like I didn't say this to anyone at the time, it just kind of almost brought me to my knees. It's like, oh my God, you know, like this is real. I don't want to let these people down. I want to make a mark on this community.
Landsberg created Sicknotweak from a speech back in 2009 when he was describing his mental illness. And ever since then, those 3 words stuck with him, and that is the message he emphasizes every time.
The message would still be important. As soon as we start seeing mental illness as a sickness, not a weakness, the stigma disappears. Because no one's afraid to talk about a sickness, but everybody seems to be afraid to talk about a weakness.
The night featured many guest speakers, including colleague and Olympian Tessa Bonhomme, whose family has a history of mental illness after losing her grandfather and aunt to suicide, as well as her sister who suffers from anxiety.
Having lost a family member that I love so much, that I have so many dear memories about in my aunt, you learn from it, and you learn to grow from it as a person and as a family.
One of the reasons Landsberg even came to North Battleford was because of Emily Gill. She reached out to him after the suicides earlier in the year and decided to collaborate. Gill herself, being a suicide survivor dealing with depression and anxiety, has faced backlash for opening up with her struggles, and she now wants to let people know it's okay to talk about it.
One thing that I've learned about mental health is when you're open about it, a lot of people join on your team and they rally and they help and they support you. And there's always going to be people that will be, unfortunately, maybe not understand for their own reasons. And that's when they use comments like crazy or attention seeker. And that's because of the stigma. And that's what me and Michael want to break down. We want to break down the stigma and keep that from happening.
What brings me here? A chance to use this message that I've accumulated over the years to share with people and maybe make a bit of a difference. That's our goal, just a tiny bit of difference.
Connor Chan, Newcap News.